But she seems to be doing quite well.
Hello, Karen. How are you? Excellent.
So anyway, I just wanted to let you know. Yeah, this is it's still going on.
This is Tom's fresh.
And I said to him, how come you look so
Anything beyond that is gravy.
and they've got quite a section here.
Good morning, ladies. How's everybody? I'm happy to see some nice show and share bags here. Excited to see what's going to happen later on in the morning. Welcome. It's a beautiful day. There's lots going on in the area today, so I appreciate that you've taken the time to come and spend a few hours with us this morning. Very happy to welcome Tammy back.
Yay!
There you go. What do I have to say? That's the applause says it all, right? We're all thrilled to have her back, and we still have to keep our eye on her a little bit.
She tried to take the bag out of my hand.
I know. Yeah. So
it'll rest on my foot. I can move it.
She's stubborn, and that's a good trait.
Yeah,
that's a very good trait.
Yeah.
Resilience. So anyway, Tammy's going to talk to us today about one of her many passions, and that is organization. And, so I sat down and listened yesterday to the whole thing, and I went home last night and spent some time in my sewing room, and there's a lot of work to be done there. But I think you will gain some tips, as I have, and it'll make you think, and it'll give you some things that you can use right away, which is really so nice, I think. So anyway, without further ado,
Thank
take
you.
it away.
Okay.
And just call me when you need some help lifting, okay?
I will.
I'll try and keep my eye peeled.
Yes. Well, first thing, thank you for the very warm welcome back, everybody. It's been a bit of a long haul, but I am thrilled to be back in the shop and just back amongst everybody that we all have that same idea and same thing that makes us happy. So it's really nice to be here. So as Noreen said, today is going to be basically about project planning and what we do to get ourselves organized for it and keep ourselves organized even is a good thing. One thing I hear often from quilters is that they'll say, I bought this pattern and I bought this fabric, but it's still sitting in a bag. And now, now I don't know what I was gonna do with it, or what I wanna do with it, or did I get binding? Did I get, I bought a kit. Now I heard that this morning. I had kits, and I don't know, I haven't gotten to them. I might have to get backing. I don't know if I can get something. I bought this fabric because I saw under this fabric bundle, and I really don't know what I'm gonna do with it. So I should stop right there though and tell you, it was decided in yesterday's demo that a fabric bundle, something like this, is not just fabric. This is home decor. So this can sit on your shelf in your living room as decor pieces. So that is an investment. I just wanted you to know that was decided yesterday.
Right up there with jelly rolls.
There's jelly rolls, we can do layer cakes, all those things. Definitely home decor items. Anyways, how do we sort of change this narrative to become a little more intentional and prolific in our quilting? So what I started with, I put together over here just some little things that I wanted to talk about, and they're on bright paper so I don't forget. Anyhow, project planners. I'm not talking about the big books that you can, which are wonderful, but the big books that you can buy that have all the, you know, like the 3-ring ones. Sherry McConnell, Quilting Life, she has a beautiful one. I'm talking something more, a little more manageable for us. And those are, and these are all came off of the internet that I found. And these are project planners. Bless you. So this one seemed to be the favorite yesterday because it has a place to put the project swatch sheet, which if you want to chop up a little piece and put it on here, which is great, and just some details that you can quickly jot down for what the project is you're doing. And I'll leave these up here for you to look at afterwards because they're really good. They're kind of fun, and you have to buy them. You just print them right off of the internet. So I like to do, if I have a project that has got quite a few pages in it, I will put it into binders with the plastic sheets. And I do that, excuse me, because I have a lot to, if I have a project, this one in particular, this is one I brought in to kind of use as my example. This is the 250th anniversary quilt of Jane Austen. This is a big pattern. Big, like it's just huge. If I didn't have it properly inside of a binder and inside my plastic sheets, God knows where it would end up being. It would just be all higgledy-piggledy all over the place. So I need to keep it like this. But what I find is by doing that, keeping it in the plastic sheets, it helps me to stay on task as well, because a lot of these types of patterns, somebody in here mentioned they were going to be doing Fair Isle next. Fair Isle. So that one has got a ton of pages, and it is in kind of broken down in a monthly idea, right? So that's what it's very similar with this one. And I've broken mine down with dividers so that I'm able to know which one I'm doing. It just makes it a little easier and keeps us from getting off track, if you will. So I always have a binder. Pat, you bought one of the new ones, and we brought some of these really cute binders in. So these are a good example of if you have patterns that you want to keep. We do have, I just use the plastic sheets from the office supply store that I keep my patterns in. You can buy some smaller ones for the small patterns, or you can get big regular size sheets. We've got, also we've got in these, which were really cool, and I hadn't seen these before, but it's like a little zipper that goes into your binder.
Nice.
And if you have small pieces, pattern pieces or templates and that sort of thing, these are great. And they zip right up and they close. You can't, the stuff doesn't fall out. So
I used to use envelopes, but that works much better.
this is
You
a
can see it.
great idea. Exactly. Yes, this came home with me yesterday.
Yeah.
Just saying. So that's kind of the start on what I like to do when I get my pattern. I like to get it organized. I've got my fabric. The other thing that I will look at, and this is something that, again, I've heard people come in and they'll say, I finished this quilt, but I don't know what binding I'm going to put on it now because all that fabric's gone from that line, which happens a lot. We've had some great lines that Noreen's brought in, and my goodness, don't blink and they're gone. So,
Or you had enough fabric, but you've used it for some other project.
because Karen, it was not put in a bin in a basket, what you needed. So I always look at my pattern, I go through it, I decide, yes, I want to get that binding. I not only will get the binding now, I make my binding as soon as I get it, because I'll do just what you said. I will see that piece of fabric and think, oh, well, I could use that for something. and not really remembering that, you know, it actually had an intended purpose. Don't waste it. But if it's already done, put on a spool. I collect these from antique shops just because I think they're cute.
I've got a bunch of those, they're just sitting on the shelf.
Well,
They're decor.
We decor that with binding on
Yeah,
them,
that's very nice.
right? So that's a really good thing. Funny the things that you have, right? You don't think
Never
about
thought
using
about
them. But by just taking that little bit of time, go through your pattern, make sure you get your binding. The last thing that I'm gonna say about going through your pattern and when you purchase your fabric, and some of you have heard me say this before. First of all, if this is a quilt that is a queen size or bigger, king size, Pat, I know you always do a lot of king size, or did.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay. So, what usually I like to think of is this a gift? Am I giving this to somebody as a, you know, a wedding gift or, you know, whatever the case is? I'm gonna purchase enough to make sure I can make pillowcases to match, because it just elevates that gift to being a little more, a little something something, right? A little something extra. More importantly, if it's a gift for yourself that you're making, definitely buy the extra 2 meters of fabric that it's gonna take to make yourself pillowcases to go with that quilt, because you will thank yourself down the road. Just make sure that that's what that fabric is marked for. Okay? And now that brings us to my next part, which is how do I store when I'm working on a large, well, any actually, kit or quilt. So what I have here, this is my big 250th anniversary. Baggies. Every bit of fabric goes into a baggie, and it gets labeled. You can use a label maker, you can use just sticky notes, whatever the case is. This fabric, I have been waiting for this particular package to come in, and of course it was released in June. I was not able to do it, so it sat on my kitchen table, and I was very sad just looking at this box of fabric because I couldn't do anything. So my husband and my sister-in-law sat down and opened all the fabric, folded it up, and labeled it all for me so that it was all ready for when I can start to work on it. So they just used little sticky notes, which was very, very kind that they have it all organized. They even used my bolts that I like to, if it's a larger piece, I put it on a bolt. These are mini bolts, and then I have the larger bolts for bigger pieces of fabric. I do this 2 reasons. I might have to cut a small piece off because this one has a lot of applique in it. I can pop that small piece of fabric back in here and I won't lose track of it, because that's very easy, can happen in your sewing room, and it's easy to find it. I don't know how much of this has been generously cut, or do I have to be super duper careful? So I just want to be careful with what I have. But this is a great way to keep it all organized. So you've got this done, you've got your binding. Next, what you're gonna want is put that pillowcase fabric in there, label it, and you're all set. And this is now ready with a binder for when you're ready to start that extra project. Who knows? Maybe you can't get to it until, you know, a month or 2 down the road. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have that kind of attention span to remember what I bought. And because we have so many things that we sometimes get, it's nice to keep it really organized, like this. And keeping the binders, the one thing I was gonna mention, and I just realized I forgot, I use the plastic, with the plastic sheets in here. The other good thing is, and some of you, most of you probably know, using glow line tape. Have you ever used any of that? So glow line tape you would probably use if you've been in Leanne's classes. It's like a tape highlighter, if you will. I put it on the outside of my paper, my plastic here, so it doesn't mark up my papers. I don't have to draw on it, and it's easy for my eye to go to, especially when I need to cut something out, or if I need to pay attention to an important piece in the pattern.
That's a good idea.
That oh good, we do. Yeah, it's just like tape highlighter.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Reusable
They-
highlighter.
Yeah,
They
it
last
lasts
forever.
it does last
It goes
forever.
on
This
your
is a
ruler.
Vanna moment.
Yes, thank you.
Goes on your rulers, it
What,
goes on your
two or
pattern.
three
Yeah.
rolls in there?
There are
Yeah.
three rolls,
rolls,
three
yeah.
different
Yeah.
colors.
You said reusable.
It's
When
reusable.
I use those plastic bags, I write on them with a marker,
Uh-huh.
Good for using.
rather than using a piece of paper, cause I always lose that little
Oh,
note.
okay.
But I have found that if you use, alcohol, it's rubbing alcohol and, cotton pad.
It'll
that's
take
right,
it off?
And so you can reuse the bag.
Oh, that's brilliant, Pat.
Yeah,
Thank
So
you.
don't use the Sharpie, use the Cheapie. And it'll come off.
Oh, all right. Well, that's excellent.
Yeah, your clothesline tape is a 1/4 inch, so I have it around my
Yes.
trimming rulers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see that I got my 1/4 inch seam allowance left.
Yeah. Yeah. I just find that I have a lot of uses for that, but one thing I just noticed, if I have that on a pattern, I can easily, my eye can go to it, cause you can very, very easily get distracted on what you're looking at. So one of the other things that I have also used to help me when I'm putting together packages, there's a small handheld printer that you can get. It was actually the ladies in my cross stitch club. They started using it, and it's just really cool. You could take a picture with your phone, and you just send the photo to the little mini printer, and it, remember the Polaroids?
Yeah.
Well, this is an actual picture, an actual small picture. It's not like a Polaroid that you have to wave around and develop kind of thing. It comes out, and I've used those, and I stick them in my scrapbook when I want to finish up a quilt and it's all done, and I can take pictures of what I've used, whether it's the labels or the whole project. It's just kind of a nice thing to have, you know. So if you want to get high tech, you can go that route. You have a label maker to make your things. I do have a label maker, but they just used the paper at the time, which was perfectly fine with me because I got to look at my fabric, which was kind of nice. So that's kind of where we start. When I get started on now making this project, I will move to my design boards. And I've talked about the design boards and the importance of them. If you've taken a class with me, you know I'm really big on them. You can make them any size that you want. They're just out of foam core that you could buy from the dollar store. I've covered these ones with scrap batting and or some fleece. I had some fleece that was the right size for this one. One of the little tips that I was really excited, I came in to tell Maureen all about my discovery that I had. Do you know when you use like 108 wide back, a big wide back piece of fabric to do your quilts, you always get that hunk left over that the long armor sends home with you? I've always saved it. I had no idea why I was saving it, but I did. I thought, oh, that's a long piece. I meant how many design boards of binding I can make. I just cut off 2.5 inch strips over that 108. I made a ton of design boards just using that little bit of
How did you attach that?
hot glue. That's why I can be a
Burn your
perfect
fingers?
criminal, because I don't have any fingerprints. Yeah, so this The design board comes, or the foam core comes in 20 by 30. And so I usually have a few of this size, which is just basically a cut in half. I do like these ones are the 10-inch ones for the smaller blocks when I'm working on, which are kind of nice to pile up when you're working on. But I also use my little case. This is it's like a scrapbook case. So these ones, I use the 12-inch in them. And you can layer up all your pieces that you're working on, keep them all neat and tidy. You can, I can't even look at you right now. I can't.
I'm sorry.
This is serious, Pat. Very serious. But honestly, when you think about it, if I was going to get this ready to start my applique and I'd lost one because I wasn't being careful, I'd be annoyed.
Yeah.
So you layer this all up.
Have a piece to replace it with.
That's right, you gotta be careful. So these 12-inch ones, they fit in here perfectly. This is also a month by month, so I can have everything layered up and it all works in conjunction with one another. Just a good way to kind of stay on track, you know, put your project sheet in your binder. You've got everything labeled with your baggies. I always wrap my large amounts of fabric on a board just to keep it nice and neat. I don't like it to get all floppy and folded down. Binding is done. Once I have, I don't know, has anybody here done Elizabeth Hartman type quilts? Or, well, Lori Holt one. I looked at one of hers. What was it? Oh, it was the goose I took home. It went up to, I think it was, I don't know, M or N of the expansion pack of letters. There was so many pieces in it.
That's why I don't do it anymore. I
So-
did one once.
There are a lot.
Yeah.
There are a
A lot
lot.
of little pieces.
Keeping track of those little pieces, using the big design board. Okay, so you've cut out this this one piece. Unfortunately, the alpha biddies, we're no longer able to source these right now. Hopefully we'll be able to get more back in, I don't know, but that's one of those things. But we do have an alternative. We've got, these are called alpha clippies. So these are basically your wonder clips that we've all been introduced to, and they have letters and numbers on them so that you can clip together your all your stack of, you know, 2.5-inch squares that you've cut, or God forbid 1.5-inch squares that you've cut to go along.
That other package, is that the one that you put a needle through and attach it, those letters?
No, they just sit on top. So if I have
Oh,
those
okay.
sitting on my design board, I would just lay
Because I
that.
had some that you put a pin in it and pin it to
Oh,
the fabric.
yes.
With all the, yeah.
Yeah, I have seen those.
Yeah.
The clips are great, the Wonder clips, they work really well. We also got in, Tammy found these, and these are really cool. They are the larger ones, so if you've got a real stack of small pieces, you can use these larger clips and get them attached nicely.
Are they like the old green ones, or
Yes.
are they bigger again? No, they're
I
the
think
same
they're the
size.
same like the green ones,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're the same size as the
But
green
they're
ones.
good, I like these sizes so that they just keep everything from, kind of flying away. This came with it. This is a new line that Noreen has found and is bringing in, and it's got some really interesting, just different notions that we don't always have seen. But these are stickers that you can peel off and put on to your,
Ooh, cool.
onto
idea.
your clips, right? Things like 1 inch, it says 1 1/4, all the way up to 5 inch. Well, you don't even have to stop and look at what size that particular pile is that you've got. It's marked for you. You just put that on your, there's blanks. You can write your own sizes on there if you wanted to. Just different things to help keep you organized, keep those creative juices flowing so that you're not having to stop always and think about stuff. Last but not least, Lori Hope, as of course, who is a marketing genius.
And I saw them, those are rubber.
These are so smart. I use these myself all the time. I like them because they do not leave any adhesive on your fabric. And when I have, again, my piles of all these little, pieces that are cut to certain sizes, and it'll reference in the pattern, take 2 A's and attach it to, 1 C, or do a flip and sew, God forbid. Right? But it has numbers and letters. So, and these are a really good
All
thing
of
to
these
have.
would have been a good thing to know before we started this.
Yes, it would have been. You're absolutely right. You can blame Leanne on that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of flip and sew on that.
Yeah, I did too.
She's not making you corner pop?
Yes, but for me,
Yeah,
they're
we're
too
using
small.
corners,
Oh, okay.
but they're like a half inch or.
I was just gonna say, I have tiny
I'm
corner
rebelling,
pops
I
on
just,
that.
no.
Lori Holt also came out with some of the cute little, mechanical pencils. I always like a mechanical pencil or use a pencil or a chalk when I'm marking. So these are really, really cute. And our measuring tape and matching scissors that so we'd just like to show you when we get some new fun little things in. For more other organizational, I guess I should show you these too. This is another thing that I've used. They're like the recipe index cards you can get. You can write on these. These ones are already pre-printed, but you can get some. Just use them and make notes on those and stick them in your pattern. If there's something different you've used that's different from what is in the pattern pieces, then you can always slip it in as a note. It's not like a flimsy piece of paper. And just another way to keep yourself organized. Noreen found some of these, which I thought were really, really cute. It was Debbie, I think, that took home the techie one.
Traveling Debbie.
Yes, yes. So this is for your cords and mini cords and wraps and all that sort of thing. It's just to keep all those, what do you call it? Like your phone cord and all those chargers that you have to take with you in places. They're really cute. But if you know somebody that does a lot of traveling, it's a cute gift to make. So that's good for organization. These totes, our Tammy made these 5 or 6 years ago. They're really cute. They're big ones, but they work in a sewing room as well. Now this one that says, I laughed at this, it says running with scissors. I just don't think it's a good idea or something we should promote, but this is one of those cases that you can zip it all up, but then you can unfold it, turn it over on itself, and it becomes a stand when you're at retreat or even at your own home station. Everything is neat and tidy and close to you, so you can have it. Banana bag. This was really fun. It's one zipper that you can use, and just the way that you sew it together. Your pencils, rotary cutter, scissors are all neatly kept inside so that they don't come flying out, especially when you go on retreat, that sort of thing. Some more baskets. And this one I left to the last because I'm really intrigued by it. Have you guys ever purchased a over-the-door hanger for your makeup and things when you're traveling? Well, here you go. You can make one that is going to match your luggage or your colors. Purple Pat. So, they're just fun things, just other little organization things that are kind of fun. So, and, oh, I did want to talk about our clappers. You guys know about these, everybody uses them. Noreen did tell us yesterday that we have had to educate some people because, you know, she said, well, you just put it down on your fabric and it flattens it. And they said, so you hit it? Like, no, you don't, yeah, you don't hit people with the clapper or our fabric. But anyhow, these ones are really great. They're sourced from Bob Cajun, locally, and they have our name, our insignia on them, yeah. We have the point turner, which is really cute. That was done, a hair marker, and a seam ripper. All that have been sourced locally, as I say, with our logo, which is really just a nice touch, really nice touch. I'm happy to say I have those.
The Bob Cajun shop has the clapper, but somebody's bored out a
I saw
hole, and then it's got a pin cushion right there.
Oh, how
So if you pull a pin out of something, just instead of sticking it at the end of your
I
ironing
thought
board.
that was very clever.
Oh, I
saw that.
like that idea.
But you can make a little round pin cushion and
Yeah,
glue it.
and just glue it onto it, absolutely. That's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, I thought it was clever.
Great.
It's sitting on the ironing board anyway.
It is.
So use it for two things,
It-
one.
I am terrible for just sticking a pin into my wool mat.
I do too.
And when I go to clean it off, I find them. Anyway, that's kind of me today, guys. Any questions?
Nope.
Yes.
Where do you get the boards?
So these, I get the foam core at the dollar store.
And then you make the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay, and there is you did a tutorial
I did.
so we do have that on our YouTube channel,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You can watch. I would like to do an updated video of that. I think, you know.
I used an old pizza thing and.
I'm
colored
sure
it
that
purple.
the content is fine though,
It's
Tammy.
perfect.
But there was a question yesterday too about how you made the binding for
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
So you do it
I do-
2.5 inch?
I do it 2.5 inch, and what I do is I fold it to 1/2 inch into itself. So you have it coming in this way, and then fold it again, so that it sits nicely, wraps right around. What I will take this, this is the fusible fleece. I just use like a 2-sided tape and go down the sides, lay it down to keep it nice and flat, and hold it in place. And then I will put my binding on, using the hot glue gun. And,
Preferably not burn your fingers.
well, we try. And listen, it's not neat and tidy, it's not perfect, it's not even binding, that's exactly what it is. But they are kind of pretty because they all match. It makes me happy.
Of course they do. Do you make a set for each project? Do you buy extra fabric so you can?
No, I use and now, of course, I'm looking at all the amount of cutoff that I have from quilts. Because I had a basket full of it, and now I'm just, oh, I know what I'm making with all that. So, I do have a lot of design boards, just because, and I truly believe in these. I can't go from my cutting table to the sewing or to the ironing station without making a mistake. If I don't have my block on a board, I'm gonna do something. The other thing I should tell you that I do as well, I always stick a pin in the top of the board. So when I lay the block out, I know what the top is. Even when I walk over to the table and I do this and I do this, and next thing I know where the heck it is. I know that's my, yes, just a little thing that, I know it might seem silly, but we've all done it. We've all, and had to stop and think, uh-oh, wait a minute, what way is this supposed to go? So, anyhow.
Something more to yours. It's when we did the minis, remember when we did the 3 size blocks with,
Oh, yes. the-
Tammy?
Mm-hmm.
I used, cause you couldn't use a plastic bag, the pieces were only this big.
Right, right.
So I used like a file, like a recipe card, and did the letter number, or the number of
Yeah.
the fabric
Oh, smart.
that goes on the side, and what Tammy had used to sort everything, and did it like a file
Yeah.
in a recipe card.
Oh, so
And that
that's
was
good.
to keep the small bits together, we used the big ones that way,
Yeah.
but to keep the little ones that
So-
we could use first.
Yeah, I like using this size for like a
Like
fat
these,
quarter.
these were
Yeah, but
pieces
you
that
were
were only that
really
big,
tiny
like you
ones.
couldn't do it
Yeah.
in a bag, cause
Yeah,
it was
that would
just,
just be,
but a little file folder,
yeah, that's smart.
yeah,
Good.
in a recipe
Excellent.
card.
I like that idea. Yes.
Previously, another time you mentioned the boards, and I thought it was a really good idea, and when I got home, the bell went off, and I went, downstairs and got my old macrame board.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. There you
Started
go,
using that.
yeah.
Ceiling tiles were
Yeah.
fun too,
Yeah.
they don't have them in here,
I
but
used to pizza it.
yeah,
I'm sorry, what did you say worked?
ceiling tile.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
need
if
something
you-
a little
yeah.
larger,
Yep.
Yeah.
they're 2x4 or,
Yep.
or, yeah.
The only reason when I started doing these ones was because the fabric didn't fall off on me.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know how many of you maybe have a ceiling fan in your sewing room.
Try a
Yeah,
kid with a
ask us how
drone.
we know.
Try a kid with a drone.
Right.
Up comes the drone
Yeah,
around,
there you go.
around the Christmas
Yes.
tree and everything goes poof.
Yes.
And he did, I just put all my pieces away when I was
Oh.
doing a little minute
that's
little
so
pieces like this.
frustrating.
Doing birds, applique birds that finished in this size, 24 pieces.
Oh.
I just put them all away and I had all the scraps on my lap and he came upstairs and flew around the living room right across my lap.
Oh.
And everything went, and I started to scream and he comes upstairs, I'm sorry, Mom, I'm sorry. I said, you're lucky I put the real one away and those were
Yes.
just the bits.
No.
Another thing, if you don't have a design board, is those felt pressing, what do you call, I don't know what you call them, they're square.
The wool mat?
The wool mat.
Oh, yes.
They'll stick to
Cause
that.
I've used that, I didn't have one of those.
Yeah.
As long as you're not ironing at the same
Yes,
time.
well, yes, that's right, yeah. But definitely think about trying, cause they're not expensive to make. We've all got scrap batting, and we all now know that we have binding that we can make. Well, most of us have scrap batting.
These are available commercially,
Oh,
and
yes.
they're so ridiculously expensive, it just
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
We don't
I
need
used a
them.
pizza lid and just wrapped it in flannel, I've used
Ah.
that for years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, but I really like these, and I've got those long pieces.
long strips,
Yeah.
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 I like the look of these, these
Yeah.
are-
I think
Have
the
you ever made one with a darker background, so if you're putting white on it, you can see what you're doing?
No, I haven't, only cause I don't have darker batting, but I guess I could use a felt, I could go and buy felt or
black
something.
flannel.
Yeah, black flannel or do that, that's a good idea.
Tammy also cleans these with her wool mat cleaner.
I'll just run my wool mat over it,
I love
Or-
that, that's a great tool.
Yeah.
it's a multi-purpose tool, that thing. Also a lint roller,
Mhm.
which I keep in the sewing room,
Yeah.
because I can't leave the sewing room and go upstairs without looking at myself
Oh, I
and
have
thinking,
a
oh
trail that
dear.
kind of goes
Yeah.
all over the house. It lands
It
on
is
other,
my whole
it
house.
apparently it lands on other people.
I see.
Did I cover it all, I think?
I think you did an amazing job,
There we
and
go.
we know that the organization works for Tammy because she is so prolific. It's like, oh, I did this last week. Oh, I did this last week. And it's just amazing. And we all know how busy she is with the other parts of her life. And so it really does make a difference. And
It
there's lots of
does.
different ways you can organize things, as we've heard here, but the key is organized, right?
Mhm.
And,
You have to do
so
what
thank
works
you.
for you, but in your world, that's, I think, what's important, but just have something.
Tammy,
Thank
you
you.
said you wrapped your larger pieces on board. What kind of board are you using? Cardboard?
I will use cardboard, but I will also use
That's what I
the
wondered.
cutoffs
Yeah.
of my foam core. I've
Okay.
used that. Also, if you, because this, fabric didn't come from here, but, if you have backing of a big quilt, and write down the SKU number on your
Yes.
board when we wrap it for you. Just because if you have to come back in, now we have a
Yeah.
record of it, but sometimes, you know, you might say, oh gosh, I think it was this color, I think it was this. We can always just look that up for you, and there it is. So it's a good way to.
In terms of cardboard too, you can rate our recycle bins.
Well,
Thursday is a good day because just pick up on Friday.
Yes.
During COVID, I made a number of orders to pick up at the front porch, so I'd come around, drive in, and pick it up, and I was trying to organize while I was finishing things that I hadn't finished, and one day the blue box was there, and it was full of the card. I thought, it's only going out to the garbage.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything that was a little bit over a meter got wrapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one day my son came down like ages later, and they've been wrapped for a while. He never goes into my sewing room. It's just, he just doesn't. And I was asking him if he wanted to pick out fabric so I could make him some placemats for his apartment. And he's standing at the door and he says, you have bolts. I said, what? You have bolts. And he was, I looked at him and said, what are you saying? He said, bolts. You've got bolts. I said, well, they're not full bolts.
Yeah, we use, as you know, we use those for all kinds of things in our kits and that type of thing. So they work.
Yeah. Nothing goes to waste. Really.
Yeah.
Very little goes to waste here. But anyways.
So thank you very much, Tammy. This has been, as
Thank you.
we all know, very, very helpful.
Good. Thank you very much. I think we're gonna do another one that's gonna be not quilt project related, sewing room related.
Oh dear. I can see my floor now. I worked on mine all summer.
Good job, Pat. Good job. Yeah.
So just gonna highlight a few things we have new in the shop. You've probably seen them in our newsletter, but some of them you have to see in person.
Yeah.
Right, like this gorgeous, Simply Charming. Okay, this is the new fabrics that we talked about last week in the newsletter. There's no sort of jump in your face focal print in this. It's all just beautiful.
Yeah.
Just so soft, and really the quilt pattern will really just make it shine. So we love it. And obviously we found some people that do as well.
Yes.
Who've purchased our kits already. But we do have this kit, which is just based on half square triangles and made with a layer cake. So easy to do. Really interesting half square triangle border on this one. That's really neat as well. Layer cakes, jelly rolls.
Decor, home decor item.
And then this fall quilt, which has a little bit more traditional fall colors. We have a couple of these left. This new collection called I Love Fall Most of All.
Yeah.
Most of all. We have the full collection. It took a little bit of time for it all to get to us.
Worth the wait.
But it was definitely worth the wait. So lots of blues and teals and really, really beautiful. And the oranges, nice and soft.
Just a very
pretty.
different from our traditional kind of a fall that we would normally see. But it's beautiful.
This, I really like this too, of course. This is patterned by Coach House Designs, Autumn Owls. And it's owls and pumpkins. I'm not a big Halloween person, but I just love the combination here of the just the little owls that are
Fabric is sweet too.
poking out of the jack-o'-lanterns. So yeah, the fabric is it's lovely, and some of it's definitely all seasonal as well. This is the panel with the bear paw blocks in the corner, and I know Tammy is just itching for me to open up this panel.
I was going to ask you to do that.
Because she she has something to say about it.
Are you guys shocked? None of you are shocked. Nobody's shocked.
So there we go. There's the panel.
Look at, I mean, it's beautiful. The panel is really pretty. Mm-hmm. You like this down here?
Yeah, I'd be cutting that
No,
off.
darn right, Pat. So I looked at this and I said, it's beautiful, I love it, but this shape and this space in here is, no, we can't have that. I said, hack that off. This could be made into anything from a table runner, it can be a bench pillow, which are so, a placemat, so many things that this little piece you cut off.
Cut them into three and make mug rugs.
Right? There's so many things that you could do with it. And it's just because this is a bit of an odd shape, length, you know, the measurement. It works better when it's cut here. And then these are just so adorable. I would definitely make something out of them. It is.
It is very pretty. Mhm.
Thanks for indulging me.
Oh, no
Yeah,
problem,
because
of
it's
course.
been really upsetting me to see them like that. I felt like I needed to put a note attached to everyone, but.
Yes, she
Anyways.
came to me right away and said, okay, but in the newsletter,
Yeah.
this is what you need to say. Just quickly, had a few animal panels come in, the fox den, wild animals are, they're beautiful. So we have two different patterns made up in the fox den panel. The panels themselves are gone, but we do have some kits and some coordinating fabrics still available. And I really like this wolf panel. I just think those eyes are
Yeah,
intriguing.
they have amazing eyes.
So, we have kits of those as well, and a few panels left of these. Well, if anyone's interested in doing the thread painting class that Linda Royce is doing with us, she's going to be, I think, doing up a sample for us to give some ideas about what to do with animal eyes and that kind of thing. So I think there's one spot left in the class, actually.
She does amazing stuff.
But there will be, I'm hoping, another class in the new year as well with her. Put this one here out here as a challenge to yesterday's group. So this panel, when it came in, it was after Linda's last thread painting class, so she didn't have a chance to showcase it in any way. It's a little bit different. It's called a pillow panel. So the idea is you cut it up and you've got three different pillow options. We haven't put anything together. Debate about, are the pillows too big? Where would you use them? That kind of thing. You could also cut it up and put some coordinates with it and make it into a quilt. Anyway, might be an extra prize for anybody who likes to come up with something and bring it back to next month's show and share, or show and share in the new year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know there's some people here who like challenges. So.
Here, I'll hold it up right here.
So that's that.
Really nice one.
Our Gather with a Grateful Heart panel, we'll hold it up, it's out on the door in the main store. We've done it up in kits with two different backgrounds. If you see our Facebook pages, you'll see that Mary Hill posted last night that she had finished her placemat kit of the Grateful
Or
Heart.
was she sitting in the terminal or something?
Yes. Sorry,
How many placemats are in the kit?
6.
Oh, okay.
And it's a panel, so you just cut them up and put binding on it and quilt it. So it's not
Quick,
not
that's a
so
quick,
much.
I've got a couple of weeks to do it before family comes in.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I was just gonna say, it's very quick
There's
for
time.
I like
time to
quick.
get that
Quick's
done,
good.
Home decor, we're all about home decor. No names mentioned. We've got the revival of the pumpkins and the squash from the Tilda pattern. We've got kits made up for these guys. They're just adorable, right? They're great
These
for
are a
your
lot of
kids
fun.
to play with too.
I've got the kits, and I think the zippered would hold the pieces to it very nicely. The
Yes,
zip
that's
ends are-
right, there you go.
Yeah.
So the one thing a tip will tell you is for stuffing, go to Walmart to get the Blue Whale pillows. They're about $5.99. They're very inexpensive, and you can just slice them open, pull out all the stuffing, and it's a much more economical way to get stuffing than buying
$20 a bag.
the big poly bags. So yeah.
This quilt, this fabric we've had for a while. Judy Graham. Judy's not here today, but you will see Judy around the shop very often. Judy is now on staff with us, and she hopefully will be on the teaching calendar before too long. So, anyway, although she said this is not her taste, the squares are much too large for her style of quilting. She'd made this sample up for us, and we do have kits available.
It's
So
really pretty.
this is called Ethereal.
Very
It's with
soft.
Jason Yenter fabric. So our kits are there, and then these batiks are here to remind me to tell you that we have several new lines of batiks in the shop. So if you're a batik lover, and I've been keeping my eye out for the rust browns, Pat, that I know you like so well. So we do have lines out in the batik wall. We do have kits of this beautiful quilt, which you'll see on the wall up there, called Boho Earth, from Banyan Batiks, which is a division of Northcott. So Leanne did a class in this quilt, and she may do one in the future as well if there's an interest. So, and speaking of Leanne and her classes, there is some space in her Lemoyne Star class. I don't know if there's anyone here who has not done Lemoyne Star. I know you haven't. But so this is her old-fashioned Lemoyne Star sample, a whole quilt done with that. The Scandi back there is the Lemoyne Star with a strip in it. Pat can tell you all about doing a million of those blocks. And then the other day she brought this little gem in with some scraps she had of the Raspberry Summer, which is in that quilt there.
Harbor.
The Harbor.
Yeah.
And I spotted it. She didn't even show it to me. And I said, what is that? It's so cute. And she said, oh, that's just a little Lemoyne Star, and I just made it into a little tiny placemat. And so the point being, if you want to learn to make a Lemoyne Star, you don't have to do a quilt. You can just make a couple of little squares. And
The really exciting part with the Lemoyne Star ruler as well, and the thing that I tell this to people because they do get a little nervous when they look at the price. And it's an investment piece to buy that to go into your stash or your toolbox. This ruler goes from a eensy weensy tiny little,
There's one in the back.
oh perfect,
Oh,
okay, Lemoyne Star up to the 12-inch. So there's multiple sizes that you can use, and I just think it's important people know that it's not just one size, because that can sometimes shy away from.
But it's not even just one look,
That's
right.
right. There's so many different.
as I'm looking
Yeah,
around the
the
classroom
seeing
here.
how many places we've used it.
There's one in there, one in there.
Do you know there's one that you'll see quite often in a pattern, and it gives me the willies when I see it, and they've taken half square triangles and turned them into so that it looks like a Lemoyne Star, and I think, oh, no, we can't do that. We have to change, rewrite that pattern, because you can see the lines on it. We can rewrite that pattern and make this, and that's all Leanne's fault, because she's always in my head now. When I'm reading or looking at patterns, I can just hear her talking to me.
Because that's a Lemoyne Star made without the Lemoyne Star
Exactly.
ruler.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway,
Okay, enough
So,
of us chatting. Let's
yeah,
see
let's
what
see what
your
everybody
goodies are
brought.
that you've brought in. So
what have we got down here?
we got first with show and share.
Do you ladies have anything for show and share? Nope. Okay, Bev?
You were going to say something. You look,
Yeah, do you have something for show and share? No?
No?
Oh, okay.
One of these days
So
I might actually finish something.
Yeah.
We've got lots of
Yeah, cause you had, I
This
knew you
bag
had
is
seen it.
This bag is amazing.
I made that probably 30 years ago.
This is a Jenny Beyer. It's
Yeah.
gotta be Jenny Beyer
Yeah.
fabric, right?
And I made it to carry 2 queen size quilts.
It's beautiful.
Lorraine's got the top.
Yep, I just wanted to see.
Oh, labels.
Yes,
That
and
one I got second.
second,
It
nice.
was a project of the theme of the fair, and that was Sunderland Fairs. It was sunflowers.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Colors are just
Very
incredible.
vibrant, aren't
Yeah,
they?
that's been in my closet for 10 or, well, that was the first one that I seen Linda Royce do.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So this is the kind of thing that makes it,
No, it's machine.
stand out, right, is all this quilting that you can see. That's beautiful, Bev. And the two borders here.
It really pops.
I didn't do that, that was part of the.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's part of
top.
Yeah,
What
it
was
really
that?
makes it
It's
thick,
the white.
white,
Oh,
and then
okay.
it's all part of this.
It's all part of that
That's
particular,
amazing.
panel.
Gave you credit for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
and a nice sleeve on the back. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's been folded for a while, so. I'll see them look.
Look at this teeny weeny, adorable. So this is a third prize winner in the miniature quilt.
Beautiful.
Adorable.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
this goes this way.
Yeah.
How do you work with those teeny tiny pieces, Beth?
Well, that's the thing, you know, you get used to doing the teeny tiny pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I pin them at night and then I sew them through the day.
Lovely. Oh, oh, we've got some of the ones. No?
No, there is a Lemoyne star.
Let's see what we got here.
Is that Chatsworth?
Yeah,
I brought my Chatsworth.
This
Did you?
is a first prize winner from the Sunderland
that's
Fair.
just for a top. I've got one
Top
more row to go
only.
around, one more border.
Beautiful.
And yours, yeah.
Christmas, it is.
Nice.
The Flying Geese, and she did them all the way.
That's what I'm doing.
Beautiful.
I decided that when I started.
I brought the same quilt.
Oh,
So
did you?
we'll be able
Oh,
to see
perfect.
Oh, wow,
colors, yeah.
interesting.
Oh, I love it.
There
So-
are,
Were you in the class, Beth?
I was in Leanne's class
With the, so this is
in the
Chatsworth.
Saturday afternoon, yeah.
Oh,
And
great.
I had the 48
Red,
different
green,
fabrics,
and beige.
24 green and 24 red.
Wow.
And that was out of my stash, I didn't buy anything.
Good for you.
Yeah, unfortunately, now you know why I think I might end up in the basement with my son.
That's lovely, Beth. You did a great job.
It is, it's gorgeous.
But you
Yeah.
used up all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Not
it
all
didn't
of it.
make much difference, I only needed a piece this big of each color. Unfortunately. Yeah, I love, Doug Lenno's patterns.
Do you?
So yes, the pattern
I
is
found them really difficult.
by Doug
Is-
Lyko.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he has some very different things.
Just like Christmas going in Bev's bag.
Yeah.
There's lots of different things in there. That's for one of the reserve champions for one of the big ones.
Wow.
Oh, this is a,
That was Maddie's class with the,
Oh, I
we've
remember
got
these ones.
two
Yeah.
of the wool.
some of them you may have seen, this one you've seen.
Beautiful.
So this is Hollyville Manor, the wool Hollyville Manor.
Yeah.
And this is a pattern by Jen Mott, Crane Design, and she has a fabric line out this Christmas that we have here with the little houses, and we have a great 60-degree.
I changed some of my stuff, we do.
But I think that's
Yeah.
all part of
That
it. This
makes it
one's
mine instead of
gorgeous.
hers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love your oak leaves and the
Beautiful.
orange, the
They,
way that you've used the
I was
color.
careful about color
How the
placement
way
when
you're,
I did it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really
it
lovely.
really makes a difference. Oh my gosh.
That's gorgeous. The greens there
Yeah.
are really beautiful.
That's what Maddie had in the kit, most of them, but then I also have a stash of them to draw from too.
Crap.
And that's the other one, that one I didn't do in the class, but it is the same, the wool
Okay.
The
applique.
cardinals, always
Love
a
it.
favorite.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Beautiful.
like your work on the wood.
It was too plain, it needed
Yeah, I
something.
needed a little something, something, huh?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the things I enjoy so much, Bev, about your work. It's just you always bring something different,
Different.
add a little something.
Mm-hmm.
I try.
You do.
This is an endless well.
It is. There's still two big, now,
There you go.
you're not gonna lift that. Cause it's huge.
We should call Marilyn in here, but that's.
She sounds like she should sleep.
Which way are we going? This is.
Doesn't
I
matter.
did this side. This
It's
is got the
square,
ribbon
so
on
it
the
doesn't
top.
matter.
Yeah.
Got the ribbon on the top there.
So there's the little Moyne star that we were talking about.
Oh, this
Oh,
is.
this is, you took this in my class.
I did.
Excellent.
I thought you'd like to see that.
Beautiful. I remember if this was the.
Last spring.
Yes, this was called, Starry Log
Cabin.
So we have had some interest in this class being run again. I do have a wait list.
So-
We've got, come on in and have a look.
Yeah, have a look.
We're just in our
Enjoy
show and
seeing
share.
show and share, okay? Please come in. So this is a good example of what I talked about when I taught this class. The pattern was written for half square triangles, and there was some folks in the class knew how to make a Lemoyne star, but some didn't, and I taught the Lemoyne star way. And it is a beautiful, beautiful quilt.
Makes a difference.
Lovely bit.
Yeah,
Thank you.
gorgeous job.
That's
I
spectacular.
love the soft colors.
And
Yeah,
again,
And
you're,
this is the reserve champion
Oh
for
my
Sunderland,
God.
so.
Wow.
you're, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That's
Those
what your
30s
box
prints
says.
have been around for a little while.
Yeah.
I bought a tall, fat quarter at the time. And I thought, okay, what am I gonna do with you? And as I opened my eyes every morning, it was sitting there. And, this one spoke to me.
Oh,
That was the one that had me.
She saw the bundle sitting there.
This is
Yeah, part of
another,
part of my messy bedroom was what it is.
and this is another winner.
Did you finish all these this summer, Bev?
Yeah. Well, some in the spring.
So this was Bev's entry in the Trentex Challenge.
And we had to buy a bundle of fabric. And with that bundle of fabric, we had to make a quilt. That was like one about that size. There was 20 pieces, 20 fat quarters.
And this was all of these colors were in the bundle. Bev chose the bright.
And the pieces of fabric down at the bottom that are on the clip, that's how much I had left of each of the fabrics.
Oh, that's nice. That's
So-
impressive.
The only one that I bought besides that was a bundle, or was a layer cake of whites, which were in here, there's some, and another 2.5 meters of the polka dots to finish it. And that was, that one tied for third in all across the.
In the, in the Canadian
Canadian
contest
competition.
for, beyond, what was it? Something about basics,
Something.
beyond basics, not
Beyond
basics, or?
It's basic something, I can't remember,
Yeah.
it's a while ago.
I know, anyways, that's gorgeous, thank you so much.
I didn't know whether everybody had seen it or not.
And Bev machine quilted it, on her domestic machine as well. So, beautiful. There's your ribbon.
Yep.
You need a separate room just for all your ribbons.
Show us your ribbon, Bev.
They're all
Yeah,
on
show
my-
us your ribbon.
I see the ribbon.
Very
Yes,
nice.
Beautiful.
That was for the other.
Good for
Yeah.
So is that hand quilted?
Don't go away because there's still more.
Yeah,
Is that hand quilted?
No,
No,
it's machine quilt.
I can't do it anymore, not for the big one.
Machine quilting is beautiful.
Actually, I got one there that I might. I do like sitting in the evenings and just quilting.
Gorgeous.
Actually, we,
Always inspires me when I get to see, I think that's the best
You're
part
right
of
there, Pat.
our demo days is
I'll
getting that
I'll just take them in,
inspiration.
because they're gonna come out of the bag when I get home, so.
Okay.
Okay, Pat, what do you have?
Oh,
I see a bundle.
Want me to set those on top, Bev?
Nope, I got it.
You're okay?
This is the same as Bev's,
Chatsworth?
Well, I try to stuff it in the smallest bag. Yeah, because they're all gonna be hung now. I don't know how you can handle that. It's-
Purple,
Yeah.
purple patch.
Purple.
There we go.
You know, you were talking about, not having fabric, goes the other way. Not having fabric to finish the binding.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have any.
See?
So I had to use, so what I did was I just took what scraps I had
Okay.
and made them into the binding.
Good girl.
Yeah.
That's the same as Bev's Christmas one that you just
Do you
saw.
see the difference, how the colors make it look so incredibly different?
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I like the pattern that she's done on this.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Doesn't show up on the back, but
Yeah.
I'm
So-
happy with that.
When you see so many of these beautiful angles and points, what's really pretty to see is how the long armor has put a lot of loops and swirls to soften all those points in there. So it's gorgeous, just gorgeous.
My friend quilted this.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she's learning to quilt.
Oh, how lovely.
And those are all batiks.
Yeah, they are.
Beautiful.
Are you okay there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good point, Bev.
I don't know how you're gonna get that back in there.
Oh,
Beth.
I'll get it back in.
Do
Okay.
you have something? Oh, no, this is it. Okay, I thought the other sheet was.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
What's next?
So this is a quilt that four of us put together, well, sort of.
Oh.
My friend and myself, my daughter,
Uh-huh.
and someone she met on a cruise.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so fun.
This is how we put it. This is the top. I haven't
Actually,
got it off to get it long armed. It's all ready to go. I just haven't done it.
oh my
So,
goodness.
Oh,
this
my.
has got houses,
This is the
lots of,
top, I know that.
yeah, this has got lots of houses. And each one of us did it a little different. Now,
Oh.
my daughter got a new embroidery machine, so this is a attempt at making, it takes a village to make a child. So
It's a
this is
village to raise a
Oh,
child.
put some trees in it,
Lovely.
and then this is, and it's gonna be, the back of it is butterflies. Oh, but I haven't
It's pretty.
That is
Nice.
spectacular.
And I just pulled out the stash and bits and pieces, and this is what we got. And then how we got together is that there's, the four of us each produced, what was it, 20 or 120?
Oh, yeah.
We each did some houses, and we shared the houses. So I have some of my friends' houses on here. I could probably find them because I decided to put initials on some of them so I wouldn't remember.
So did you each end up with a quilt like this?
Yeah, yes.
Each
Wow.
making a bunch of
Deborah's still
houses.
working on hers.
Mine's not finished.
The friend that my daughter has hers finished, I have a picture at home on that, and my daughter, who is a newer quilter, hasn't got hers done yet. And some of them are different, like, the friend that she met on the cruise has actually, I was gonna say, like, bunch of little different houses shaped, almost like condominiums or something in there.
Oh, that's
You know, I put roads in mine, so like roads with trees, so we each kinda added a little bit to
Make them different.
Your own
Make the
personality
different.
comes out in each
And
of
it all
them.
goes together in the village,
Yeah.
right?
So that was the idea, so
Yes.
it was a village, and so they're quite colorful. Anyway, that's.
Beautiful.
Absolutely
Just
stunning.
beautiful.
I like the story behind it.
I do too.
So
I do
it was,
too.
Very clever.
It's so nice to hear the stories behind the quilt, isn't it?
Now the other one, I have another one, I can show it because I need anyone who has any ideas. It was a kit that I got here at the store in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you'll see where I ran into some problems with it. I'm relatively new, some people have been doing it for years for lack of, I've been sewing since I was 11, but not quilting. So,
Yeah.
some of you may recognize
Oh, I
it.
know this one.
So, I got bogged down, too many tiny little pieces. My border isn't great, but so I need a backing. So that's where I am, that's why I brought this one today. So you can
Wow.
see, if you look at all these little, which drove me crazy, putting all these little things in. in there, and you'll see they're not all pointed like they should be, but they're there. And, so this is.
Well,
We're not
yeah.
looking for points,
No,
though, we're
this is
just
about-
looking at the
this
beauty
is
of
about
the
100
Beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
99.5 inches squared, so.
That's
Beautiful.
It's lovely, very pretty.
Gorgeous.
I love this.
Me too, it's soothing.
Isn't
They had that.
What is the pattern for?
I can't remember what I did, I have it at home, I don't.
I don't
But it
remember the
was
pattern
here.
line.
Did you get them?
It was gotten here, so.
I do remember the
Three
pattern.
sisters.
Three different,
Three sisters.
Yeah, it's the fabric line, I'm trying
Oh,
to think of
beautiful.
that.
And so it wasn't, so that's
It'll
where
come to me.
I came from backing for this today, so.
That's a big, big quilt. This
It's a
is a
big
huge
quilt.
project for a new quilter. What an
Well, I
accomplishment.
said
When
probably,
it comes together.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said I've been sewing since I was about 11 and
Yes.
sewing my own clothes, so but cutting and getting all the 1/4 inch seams properly.
It's a different world than
It's a
the
little
5-inch
different world,
seam,
but
isn't
anyway.
it?
Well, this is after I did my wedding quilt for my granddaughter got married. I picked out a pattern. Oh, this is so simple. It's just 2.5 inch squares. Right.
I bet you wish you had those
Yes.
clips when you did that
I didn't
one, that's for
realize
sure.
that we just sew them together and sew the rows.
$457.
But then I realized you had to match them up this way and this way.
Oh, nice.
There's 1,500 squares.
Oh, God.
So then I did that before this one. So
This was
so
easy.
this was easy.
Yeah.
Bet you had your 1/4 inch seam by that point.
That was my second.
Yeah.
Bet you had your 1/4 inch
Oh,
seam
yes,
in
I
it.
know, yes.
By that
I
point.
can't tell you how many I
Said
took
to
out,
use
put
scissors.
back, and anyway.
That's strange, you have to use scissors for this.
So is this, I love the tea
Because I didn't know enough.
Yes,
Quilting to know
another
which is
batik
wrong.
lover here.
Scissors.
Oh, snail trail.
It was like.
Yes.
Oh.
You see the
Oh,
cats?
the
It's the
cat.
cat. I love it.
It's
Oh my
not the
God.
snail's tail, it's a cat's tail.
It's a pattern I got off,
It is a pattern. Fun.
these ones are tricky, the other ones are quick.
Right? I can't vision it.
Over there, somewhere sideways.
Now, this is a time where you would really have to be careful laying out your pieces.
It got laid out on my bed,
Uh-huh.
and then moved, and then
Right.
laid out again.
Yeah.
Did you take
Just
pictures
like on
of
the couch.
it before you put it down?
And then I
Wow.
bought the border material and got something that sort of
Gorgeous.
So interesting.
and I'm gonna get it long armed.
Are you?
Yeah, and this is the size that the pattern was. The pattern, if you look it up, it's got a dark background. I wanted a light background.
Better in the white.
And it sort of sits on the top of my queen size bed. But it was suggested that I not put any more borders because it would take away.
It would take away from that.
Nice color placement on that, yeah.
Beautiful color.
There's 13 different fabrics, and then you sort of lay them out. And I have to confess, I use masking tape.
It works.
It worked.
That's right. We've all used
There's
masking
little
tape.
numbers and letters all over.
Yeah.
I've seen that a couple of times now. So it's
Well done, very nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
We talk and quilt, talk and quilt.
Really nice.
That was pretty.
Yeah.
And then I just
Thank
have
you for sharing.
I just put some fun stuff here. I decided I would, when I didn't feel like doing anything else, I was gonna work on Disappearing 9 patch. Shirley made one with various colors. These are, I had a bunch of squares that are, they're about 8.5 inches, so this is what you do. And this is so mindless. I mean, it's so elementary for all you ladies with your fancy quilts, but then I decided I would, since I had these squares, these are all gonna get be charity quilts eventually, but,
Every quilt is special. You know.
so this is one way of putting them together where none of the seams meet except in the corners here for the squares. So I thought that was kind of fun.
Looks like that 5.
Nice. End up with a nice diagonal there.
what it is.
And the fabric is from Value Village, believe it or not.
Well,
Hey, it works.
if you're
There's
gonna do
nothing
a
wrong with it.
charity
Charity.
quilt,
Yeah.
you still got padding and backing and
And then, this other fabric, I thought this one was interesting and I put it together differently, but one of the fabrics was directional.
Oh.
So you can kind of see, I just alternated the
It doesn't
strips.
show as a directional though.
Yeah.
Is that interesting?
It
Yeah,
really makes
the
it
way they
It was
cut
kind of
that.
fun though.
Yeah, it almost looks like a slab.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So again, this was fabric I got at Valley Village one time and couldn't resist.
That's wonderful.
It's actually, I mean,
It's cotton.
it probably came from somebody's stash, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, those were just fun to work with. And I'm sure you've all done disappearing nine patch,
But it's really neat to see what you can do, because
Yes.
sometimes we forget just how fun it is to make those
Yeah.
circles,
Yeah.
right? That's,
And it's a great way to use up, fabric when you just want to sew. You don't want to do a
it's
lot.
sort of nice when you,
in-depth
when they're
thinking.
pre-cut, cause one day I felt like cutting a while back and I just cut a whole bunch. So then you just go and you say, oh,
yeah, then you've got them, that's wonderful.
And when you've labeled them, you know what you cut them for, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Karen,
Could I mention something, please?
Of course, go ahead.
she
just
she
a
needs
minute.
to,
She's done.
she needs to rest her arm.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I did make,
to mention something here.
Oh, I just wondered, I don't imagine any of you knew, but, before Christmas, there's a book coming out that was, put together by the former mayor of Scugog and the former mayor of Uxbridge, who
Yes.
have interest
Yes,
in.
Gary Lynn has talked about this
Okay.
quite a bit, yeah. When is it
And,
coming out?
And in it, there are, I think they have 150 photographs of old quilts. And they are, it should be out by Christmas time.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you for
Very-
mentioning
yes,
that.
We're very
Yes.
excited to see that.
Yes, for sure.
That's gonna be. Yes.
And it's almost 15 years since I've done anything in quilting because I just haven't been able to see. But, I did want to mention also, you know about the witness blanket at Cannington?
No.
This is a Truth and Reconciliation project.
Okay.
And it's on display in Cannington United Church, and it's really worth seeing. There's a video that goes along with it, and it's a masterpiece these are pictures that have been made up from the blankets that have been previously sewn.
Okay. Very interesting. Okay.
Have you? Yeah.
I think it's I think it's there until the 24th of October.
And I'm sorry, you said the Cannington United Church?
Cannington United
Yes.
Church.
Okay, excellent.
And it's called the witness blanket.
Yes, it is.
I think
And,
that's something that
the,
we have to
um,
look that up, yeah.
If any of you see the Roadside magazine, they're just about
Oh, yes, yeah.
there's a big story about it.
Oh, okay.
But I think that magazine is just about at the end of its public, because it seems to be sort of summer, fall.
Oh, okay.
which magazine was it?
The Roadside, it's a free magazine
Mm-hmm.
that's about Durham region and
Okay.
Yeah.
things, but there's a huge article about it.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
And actually, the original of this is in a museum in Winnipeg, and they're not letting that out on tour. Somebody's made a replica.
They made, I think, 3 replicas. I think they made 3 replicas. That's why
Wow.
I've done 3 replicas and they touring the country.
Thank you. We'll definitely do a little bit more research on that.
Mhm.
Share the information.
You got Karen?
Thank you.
I have, well, the bag is, pre-quilted, double-sided. And I bought a lot of that when Joyce Hancock was,
Oh, yeah?
so I've got different colors, and then I made some bags because it'd been sitting there for quite a while. So I've got red and green and blue and brown and
Perfect.
black, so I've made both sides, so this isn't reversible, but I've made another bag on the reverse side.
Oh,
So I've
nice.
got, I'm not sure I don't wanna do something else with it, like add a pocket or something, but anyway, I haven't done it. Okay, this one I just finished, this is my latest. and I printed the picture, because I saw the pattern online. I didn't see the pattern, I saw a picture, so I printed off the picture. And I put it on my flannel board and then sort of laid out things, and then had to figure out how to do actually if we go this way, we can see we can see the stripes better.
Yeah.
So we've got the black and the white stripes behind it.
Really.
That's really
pretty.
cool.
So it was kind of fun because,
Yeah.
I mean, there was a bit of math involved. I don't really like trimming if I don't have to. I use the tucker tool. But when I did the half square triangles, I had to figure out what size to make them, the squares, so that when I sewed them and cut them, they would end up at the 5.5 inch.
Of course, it would work with
So
that.
I was playing with my head. It was my math was working. And then this, I picked this for the backing.
Oh, well, that's
but
awesome.
And when I got that back from the long armor, there's plenty left, so that's what I was doing the binding with. And I do like full flange bindings. So I put the black there so it would sort of complement the black coming out and not just go with that.
Beautiful.
Anyway, so that's that
Very
way.
pretty.
Really nice.
And what you were saying
Boy or
earlier
a girl.
about,
Happy quilt.
about points
Love the
too. My poor long armor, I always say I don't want points.
In the
When
quilting.
if the quilt has got points, I don't want points in the quilting. I
Right,
want
yeah, you want it soft.
something soft and gentle.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay. Now this one, where's other Tammy? Tammy needs to be in here for this one.
Bring her color.
Yeah, I'll see if she can.
Page her.
Yeah, get her in here.
Oh, that was the shop.
Oh,
This
that
is a
was-
shop hop from 2016. I have almost finished it, just the corners. Because I wanted the stripes to go the right way all the way around, I'm playing with the corners, but I thought, okay, it's a little bit late, but I got it done.
A little bit late for what?
Well, because it was 2016.
It's
It's a
before
shovel.
the 10-year anniversary
You're
mark.
still alive, right?
Yeah.
So there it is.
Oh,
Wow.
I like it.
Appleseed had one with the stripes in it, so that's where I added the stripes. I thought it just perked it up a bit. Does anybody remember what Quilter's covered block was?
This was back in Sherry Jibb's day of designing
Snowman?
I was
apples.
gonna say, is it the
I
snowman
know,
with the
I
snow? I
can't
think
remember.
it was the skate.
Now, just to say I'm organized.
Oh, boy.
I thought you'd like this.
Mm-hmm.
I do have the patterns from all of the shops, and
That's cute.
That's good to know because we actually had somebody looking for this pattern not that long ago.
Really?
Yeah,
Um,
I can
I think
remember
ours
because
was the
I
skate
remembered the
for
quilt,
some reason.
but
okay, I think I got it.
I
Hold on.
wasn't
Or it
here.
was the cup of cocoa, one or the other.
Yeah, the hot cocoa
Oh.
Yeah.
is the where's the
Well,
cup?
I failed then.
Mm-hmm.
Me too, I thought it was a snowman with the nose.
Now, the only thing I haven't finished, because I have buttons on the corners of the mitts, but I had to take them off when I got it quilted, so I've got the buttons, I have to sew those back on. And that,
How long ago was this?
2016.
9 years ago.
9 years.
And
I don't remember
the
at
one,
all.
the snowflake with the hexies was the first time I had ever done hexies. And I thought, okay,
Oh,
it's a
that's
small
cute.
enough
that
project
is
that I'll
cute.
try hexies and see how it works.
And if you hate it, then you won't want to.
I won't
Never
have
do
to
them
do it
again. That's right.
Look at this.
I was gonna
this
say,
is-
how did you do that start?
That looks like a laser cut.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple of laser cuts in there. The other snowflake here was too. This guy.
Down below it?
Yeah. There's,
This one?
Yeah, there's several of them. There were laser
I
cuts.
like this repeated
And I
star
like the hot
too.
house. I really like doing the igloo. That was fun.
It was, that's
The
pretty.
skate was fun.
That's really cute.
So yeah, I finally got it done. And
Very
so-
good.
That's
And
what
I found
do
it this
too.
morning to bring it up.
Good.
Because it's in a binder.
Well, because
Nice.
we wouldn't have believed you otherwise.
That's right. There you go.
I wouldn't have believed it either.
That's a really interesting quilting pattern too, and the background, the stripes are plain, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
the quilting really sparkles on it.
And they're offset a bit, so it's,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it was fun.
That's beautiful.
You
Right.
did a lovely job.
So for anyone who has these little kits still in their box of unfinished
Well,
quilts.
I also, I go over to Kawartha to get them, Melissa and I have we think alike. But when I go in with a quilt, she said I'm one of the few people that go in and say what I want on a quilt. So when I went in with this, I said, because it's winter, I want snowflakes. So she looked up snowflakes, and that's what the quilting pattern is, it's got snowflakes on it.
It's
So,
beautiful.
and when I took in my little dress pattern that I did with this, she pulled up a pattern with, a design with, the old, paper doll with the little tabs on it. Oh, it's beautiful, it's just, it's really, and then my daughter-in-law liked it so much that she took it, so.
That's a compliment.
Yeah.
Well, no, I love my daughter-in-law, she can help.
What happens with mine, Karen takes them and.
Nice, nice and cozy for the winter quilt with the fireside on the back too.
Yes, and there is batting in it, so it's very heavy.
It is heavy.
It's so nice.
Well done. You did it.
Cozy
Did a
though.
great
I
job.
love the
I got it
stripe.
done.
Yeah.
That stripe is really.
Well, you still need to
Almost.
finish up those corners on the binding a bit.
And put on the, but that's all hand sewn for me, that's, you know,
Yeah.
I do the little flange whenever I get the opportunity, but, yeah. You didn't see the other one, I put the full flange on.
Yeah, you had to mess around with that one to get the stripes going the
Well,
right
yeah,
way,
because
right?
I'm a bit of a banana that way.
Yeah.
No, there's no way they were gonna go the opposite way.
That's, you know what, that's fine. I think if I had the border on like that, I would have wanted it to go the same
Yeah,
way.
exactly, the way I was looking at that,
Yeah.
trying to think about, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Well done, Karen.
Can I help you put it back in the bag?
It's gonna be a squish, but we can do it.
Oh, that's excellent.
This goes down one side,
I
the other
know.
one goes down the other.
Nice bag.
Got it?
Some double-sided quilted, Joyce Hancock, I guess was the other one.
That's lovely
Really?
material for
And
pre-quilt.
she just made up her
Tammy,
bag.
see the faux fringe on there?
Yeah, it was pre-quilted.
That was a Tammy class.
I was going to say, did you do Tammy's class on binding
Yes,
finishes?
you did, yeah.
And I have used, I think about bindings too, like, and borders, whether I want a plain border, or whether I wanna do something a little more upscale, or a little more challenging.
Well, we keep bringing
Yeah.
these small bags to try to get quilts in them. We need to make a big
Gotta
bag
make a
like
big
you
one,
have.
yeah, that's 2 queen size.
There
You don't see me bring it though unless I've got a queen size.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
I've got all
Lovely,
different sizes.
thank you, Karen. And speaking of
Excellent.
shop
There you
hop,
go.
actually, do we have any other show and share?
No, I'm just here for inspiration.
All right.
Well, we got one there, if
What's
you
that?
wanna show the pink
Oh.
one, I was saying, cause I wanted to explain when we have so many different lines from one designer, how we can pull them all out.
Tammy,
I don't know what your problem is.
Tammy, can you help hold this one up?
So this was a sew along that I did with Lori Holt.
No.
And that's right.
Oh.
So
Wow.
I used a lot, quite a few different lines
A lot of
of
boards.
hers.
A lot of boards.
A lot of boards. But it just shows you how so many different lines can all still work
Go
together in one quilt. And these blocks were done and then turned on point in here, then turned on point, made into a circle and appliqued onto a 4-patch in behind.
Okay.
So.
That is a real marathon of quilt making.
So what she's trying to say is there's no curved piecing, it's just
It's all
applique,
It's just applique.
which is kind of just as bad.
Actually, it's worse.
I just joke.
It's
I'd
worse.
rather, actually, you know what, I think I'd probably rather applique that than curve piece it. Although it's a big enough circle that it probably wouldn't be bad either way.
I would have
Yeah.
used a Deb Tucker, cause some of those patterns, when they're finished, they look like circles without doing circles.
Oh,
Ah,
yes, yeah.
I've done
yeah,
a couple
yeah.
of those, so that's what I would have
Yeah.
Tuckerized.
But this used up a lot of scraps, and it's just a really good way to show how you can take from one line and use that one, so there you go.
And are you gonna tell them what you chose for binding?
Oh, that's right,
So-
binding was chosen yesterday.
Yes, it was.
Oh.
Red.
You
It
didn't make it
was
ahead of
going to
time?
be the red, it was, Bev, we wanted that,
You and I think about
but
the same.
unfortunately, we could not find, I didn't have any more of this to use. And we went with the exact same, which is out here. And the reason that we did it is, well, one, we couldn't find a good one that worked otherwise. But when you held it up against it, it really gave the illusion of the pickets just floating.
Yeah.
By not cutting off with another color,
Right.
it gave that illusion that there was, that everything was just floating
I
within.
said this almost acts like the bed skirt
Yes.
underneath, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So that kind of,
good idea.
yeah, and the backing is pink as well. It's a very pink color. Yeah, so it'll work nicely with it, just
Very
play
nice.
really well. So there you go. So never give up on all those lines of fabrics that you have bits and pieces left, cause it will work into
Something
into
else.
something.
And if it doesn't, just cut them smaller.
Yeah.
I mean, really, let's think about it. That's just how our ancestors started.
Yes.
Was with bits and pieces,
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah,
My grandmother used to quilt with old dresses from the girls, when the
Yeah,
little girls.
that's
Yeah.
it.
What you had left over from making your dresses and
that's
I
what
have
you
all that
used.
stuff.
Well,
And
you
crazy
can roll
quilt,
anything
I
out
don't
either.
think there's, other than the backing, I don't think there's any new fabric in it.
You didn't throw things out.
No,
That's
not
right.
at all.
Lovely.
Okay,
Thank you
thank you,
so
Tammy.
much.
Hold on, I was gonna mention Shop Off
Oh,
because
yes.
Bev reminded,
I didn't put my name in there.
Karen
Oh.
reminded me with the Shop
I'll
Off.
do it for you, Karen.
Yes, and does everybody have their name in for the draw? If not, shout out and Tammy will put your name in.
It was the last one in, so I didn't think of it.
So Shop Hop, Lake Loop Shop Hop is next week. So pick up your passport. This is the quilt that you can make with purchasing a kit at each of the 6 shops. There's no finishing kit, it's just one kit at each shop.
Very simple quilt.
The kits are $15.99 times 6. It's a pretty good deal for a quilt that size. It went together very easily, and it's very pretty fabric from Northcott. So, and the pattern, it is a printed pattern, published pattern. It's a lovely quality pattern from Meaford Pattern Press that you get free with a finished passport, and there's some value in that pattern. So it's worth the shop for sure. Worth the hop.
Yes.
Okay, where is our bucket?
Okay.
I am going to let this lady over here draw for.
Can't see what's happening before I can't see, so it's perfectly honest.
There you go.
Did you put the lady's name?
Corrine.
Oh.
Did you draw your own?
Yes, no, I can't, and I couldn't possibly use it, so let me draw.
That's funny.
I don't know how to.
You could have not have
Good
done
for
that if
you.
you had
No.
tried.
There's 2 pieces of paper there.
Let's take the inside one. I'm guessing they're both. Deborah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Into the magic cupboard.
Into the magic cupboard.
That's here.
So I have options here. You have the choice of some Christmas stuff, Christmas fabric by stuff, or a little mystery bag.
This is a big decision.
I know.
It's
I'll
a
take the mystery bag.
Very nice. Oh, and I'm gonna get you to draw for me, please. It's blank.
Oh,
Okay.
that was probably the one that was stuck to.
Oh, okay.
Two stuck together.
Okay.
Cat.
Okay, there you go.
Gee, guess which one I'm gonna
I
take?
don't know.
The purple one.
I was gonna take that.
All right.
Can you,
Anything.
can you pick yours, please?
Have I got just one?
You do?
There.
There we go.
You got your mystery bag?
I'll try the mystery bag.
Okay. that was.
That really was
amazing.
very inspiring.
And
Yeah.
Tammy, you were equally inspiring with your talk.
Thank you.
So thank you all for being here with us. It's wonderful to see you today and any day that you drop by the shop. Always looking forward to your feedback, your comments. Yeah. So how many get our newsletter?
Good job.
Good job. How many read anything but the editorial? No, I don't usually know that.
How many read to the bottom and read the editorial? Yeah.
John says hello to everyone. We chat every night, and he's contemplating his return to Ontario because he has to start to get ready for Ranger Games. So that'll be the next. Well, that'll be one of the big events.
Yeah.
Get back here, rake
Yeah.
the leaves.
So, what did you say, Pat?
He's gonna have to get back here, rake the leaves.
Exactly.
Well, that's
Yes.
true. I'll pass that on, okay?
I do enjoy his little comments.
Oh, thank you,
Yes.
thank you. You do, we have fun with the newsletter, so. Anyway, thank you.
Thanks, everybody,
Take a
so,
look at
so much, yes.
Anything up there?
Have a peek around if there's anything you want to see.
One of the girls
Yeah, I know, I should know better.